What is up, everybody? It is Wreaker, and welcome back to the Minecraft Vanilla Survival World. Before we get into this episode, there is something we do need to address. About a day or two before I recorded this episode, we received some news from Scar that his cat Jelly had passed away. Now, I don't think Scar knows who I am. I haven't personally met Scar, but Scar has been a massive inspiration on how I play the game. He's one of my favorite content creators, and he's a huge inspiration and just encouragement on life, not just playing Minecraft and making videos for YouTube. So I wanted to just memorialize Jelly in this world. Like I said, I don't think Scar will ever see this. I know it's like to lose a pet that you've had for a long time. I cried when I saw the news, and I just wanted to make a little memorial for Jelly because she's always going to live on in our hearts. And I know it's a little bit of a sad way to start the episode, but I felt like it was the right thing to do. And there's not a good way to transition this or anything, but yeah, I have been busy in this world, and yeah, this is what the map looked like before I started all this work. And there we go. Looks a little bit different from the just plain green squares we had just a little bit ago. Yeah, now you can kind of see why I had a map to begin, so we can kind of track progress and whatnot. And these green patches don't look like much right now, I'll admit it. But this top section will just be more of this, I think. But this, which I think I need to put some lights down here because I think the grass is struggling to grow. But I have a nice little walkway, which I do enjoy. I'm trying to incorporate a lot of the cherry wood in here. But starting from about here, I'm going to use these three segments as kind of a walkway. But the other ones all the way around is going to be the storage system for the island. And I'm going to try to have it fully sorted and probably essentially come up here from underground and fully sorted all the way around. I haven't designed anything. I may do shulker box loaders. I may not. I haven't fully decided. But that's why I'm not going to decorate down here yet or even add walls to these segments just to make it easier to get the redstone in. It doesn't look like a lot of progress, but this actually took a couple hours just to get all the blocks placed. And the hardest part was actually this middle section because I had to decorate everything. And yeah, I like adding little hidden things here and there. So that's why there's a bunch of weird drip leaf. So if I ever fall down, I don't need an electric to get back out. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's 2 a.m. as I'm building this, so My brain just goes places, I'll admit it. But enough about what's to come over there. We're actually going to be working the rest of this episode over here. And yeah, I went ahead and brought over a beacon because there was a decent chunk of stone in the way that I wanted to get rid of. But this is the next project area. And we don't have walls down there yet just because I don't know how much redstone's going to take. So it's easier essentially to leave the walls out for now, build everything I need to, and then I can close everything in. But what's going to be going in here is we're going to put in a new villager system. And yes, we had one at the Hollow Hill, and we had one at the starter base. But the starter base one was just kind of to get going and get some basic tools. The Hollow Hill one was alright. It was mainly for farmers, for emeralds and whatnot. This, I forgot beacons transmit sound. This one's going to be a little bit different. And let me pop into free cam just so I can kind of give a bird's eye view. This is hopefully going to contain all of it. I actually hope to not use all 4 squares. But this will kind of be just the path square. It will kind of connect everything. We'll have a villager breeder over here. This way we can get all the villagers we need, all that stuff. Fairly basic. This square will have a building I'm going to call the Villager Inspector. Essentially, this way we can trade with villagers to make sure, like, we can cycle their trades to make sure we get the ones we want. And once we get a villager that we want, then we're going to have a zombification chamber. Just to make... We're going to have a zombification chamber right over here, just to make the trades a little bit cheaper. And once the villager is zombified, we will eventually have a place for them. Maybe over here, maybe over here. Haven't decided yet. I'm not going to get to it in this episode. It'll probably be the next one. But I'm thinking of having almost a villager skyscraper. And essentially it'll be taller than these segments here, maybe by 1 or 2. I might put it back here just so I can kind of staircase it, zigzag staircase it up. And that's a horrible word picture, but that's about as best as I can explain it right now. But we'll have them back here, and then we'll have all the villagers we want to trade for enchanted books or tools, or one of the major ones will be tipped arrows. That I kind of want to have one of every one if possible. That's why we'll have the villager inspector, so I can cycle through trades and not wasting potions on 32 villagers that have the same tipped arrow. Just to make it a little bit more worth my time. But the main thing is, we need to actually build the infrastructure, and then we need to go find some villagers and bring them over here. But it's not going to do any good just to stand around and look at this. It's not going to build itself. So we need to actually build up the infrastructure before we start moving villagers over. Otherwise, they're going to be a pain. And then we should be able to get everything kicked into gear. Now, I've been wanting to get back into live streaming because I took a break from pretty much everything except my day job, just to kind of reset my mental health and figure out a few things wrong with my physical health that were going on. But I think I've got most of that sorted out. I want to get back into creating stuff. If I'm able to, I will be doing this stuff on a live stream. Be sure to check me out on Twitch whenever I do go live. And hopefully we'll come back and all 4 of these will be filled. Alright, we are done with a stream. I needed more cherry logs, so that's what the impromptu cherry orchard is. But yeah, we got quite a bit done. I'm recording this after the stream, so it's very, very late, but I wanted to finish this episode, and I got a lot of editing to do the next, day or 2 to get this out. But this is the villager breeder. I need to stick some villagers and a few beds in there. But very basic. Just free cam to get in here. Essentially, I'll have some beds and villagers. They'll be farmers. And how it works, I'll have enough beds to where they're like, oh, we need more villagers in here. So they'll farm and breed by themselves. And this is small enough for babies to run over, and they think they can, while we'll keep the adults in here. So if I get very unlucky, I may have like 8 adult villagers in here. If that happens, I'll dispense some lava and thin out the herd, so to speak. But they'll drop down here and just get pushed into this corner until they grow up. And when they grow up, we have a system to automatically bring them out. And my phone is going off again. Great. And after the villagers grow up, I can come into this building and hit that note block. And I'm going to give it a minute. We'll watch this. And you see a minecart just fly up. And there we go. A minecart will pop down. I do need to fix this because I had slabs here because it looked great, and then I realized, oh yeah, this is where the villager workstations need to go. So this will allow me to get, unlock all the villager trades and see if I actually want to keep them or not. If I don't want to keep them, flick that lever. We need something for trapdoors to make it to where they don't get activated by redstone. This is how everything works, by the way. It's just water streams and all that. And this will be storage for unlocking trades. So I'll just have extra iron, coal, sticks, stuff like that, just crammed up in there. But let me get in here. It is manual, so if this is a manual system, unfortunately. It was just easier to make everything manual than cram a bunch of redstone and make it look ugly. So if this fence gate is open, the minecart will fall down. If it's closed, it'll go to the next one. And next and next and next. That should be active. If we want to get rid of the villager, we push that button. And the minecart goes down into this hole, which goes all the way down to bedrock with lava. So we are going to be, you can see a little bitty speck of lava down there. We're going to be getting rid of pretty much, I'm going to show it on this next one. Flick that off. But we have enough iron. Minecarts aren't going to be a problem. We're not recycling minecarts. So we get a villager unlocked, and we want to keep them. So then we hit this button, fall down there. We come over this way. And the minecart will fall down into here. And this might get tweaked because I don't have the zombie in here and this has not been tested. But there will be a zombie just in the back over here. And he will munch on the villagers, and then I'll have some potions stored somewhere. And golden apples, which all of it, I have farms to get all the ingredients, so it's not a big deal. So I can continually heal the villager to lower the trade cost. And then when it's done, hit that button. And currently, just gonna drop down here. Currently I have it going down essentially onto, there should be oh, there's another minecart down there, that's why. I was about to say, there we go, get rid of that one. It'll just sit down there for now because I haven't built the villager trading center. And when I need to restock minecarts, I just shove them in there. But that is done. If you want to see me build the entire thing, I will have the VOD posted on the VOD channel. Yeah, it's most of the way done. It just has to be closed up and everything. But I'm gonna wait until I actually get like villagers in there and a zombie in there and can actually test it. But that'll be for the next episode. Until then, Mike's Pike. Until then, this has been Wreaker, and let chaos reign.